Mm, 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 mm.
Credit cleanse, change your life and build your credit up. Credit cleanse, time to live your life the way that you really want. Credit cleanse, there ain't nothing you can't do. Make it happen, we got a passion on seeing all your dreams come true. Hey, people said that she wouldn't, on a business, nah, she couldn't. Entrepreneur, doing it all, and still a mother, she really a boss. Thankful to God, they cannot stop the blessings. She really knows what her worth is, building up generational wealth, breaking all generational curses.
Hello, hello. Hey, everybody. All right, so tonight is a good one, okay? You definitely want to be in here, in the room. Hey, Ebony. Um, y'all know what to do. Go ahead, tag somebody, get them in here, share, share, share. Get the people in here because tonight they definitely want to be in the room. It is about business formation, what you need to make sure you have so that you can get out here and get the bank's dollar. Also, we're going to teach y'all, for some of y'all are able to get a free LLC, multiple at that. So we are going to talk about that as well with my special guest. So, yes, if you haven't already, please make sure you share, make sure you tag, get the people in here. Do not keep this information for yourself. Hey, Tina. And I'm going to do the same thing. Make sure that I get my people up in here. And how's everybody doing? Please let me know that you are in here. All right. Share to a group. Do- All right. So, like I told y'all, I wanted to do the same thing. Hey, Facebook user. For some reason, sometimes if y'all are on like my personal page or if y'all are in the Credit Cleanse Elite group, it does not pull your name up. I don't know why. It's crazy like that. Tonight, we are not on IG. We are only on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Hey, Kevin. I'm good. How are y'all? All right. Yeah. Please go ahead, take this time one more time before I allow my special guests to come on in. But share, 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 tag, 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 get the people in here. Tonight is all about business formation, what you need to make sure that you have on there so that you can get out here and get the bank's dollar even before your business doors open. All right. And then also, oh, hey, Dr. Letitia. And also, we are going to help those of you that are in this category get your LLC for the free 99. All right. Because I need everybody in here winning. All right. Let's see. And like I said, I'm doing the same thing, making sure I share, making sure I tag, and we're going to get started. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Please, if you are in here, go ahead. Let me know that you in here. Say hey, say something. Don't be lurking. Don't just be lurking. Y'all know after these lives, I can see who y'all be in here. So, hey, let people know you coming in here, you getting a sauce. It's okay. And I'm going to share every state also that you're able to do this. Okay. Mm-mm-mm. All right. So, without further ado, I am about to let my friend let me give her grand introduction. All right. So she is also a nurse out here in the streets. She's a mother. She is a veteran. Okay. Served for the thank you for your service before you even get in here. But most of all, she is a boss lady. All right. She actually was one of my, still is one of my mentees, one on one mentees, and she is out here killing it. When I say killing it, killing it. Okay. She had credit before her business doors even opened up. Okay. So she came in, did what she needed to do, and she's out here winning in real life. All right. So without further ado, let me get BLDZ Enterprise CEO up in here, Lakisha. I can't hear you.
I said, what a way to hype a girl up. So hello, 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 as Kyra would say. It's your
Hello.
girl Key.
All right. So now you give your grand introduction. Tell all about yourself.
I'm shy. That's
Uh
all I'm going to say. So I am a veteran of the United States Army. I am a mother, a nurse, a wife. Um, as Kyra said, I'm a boss out here in these streets. Look.
uh.
I am one of Kyra's clients, and I be all over the place. I be like, Kyra, I need this business, this business. She be like, slow it down. I be like, I can't hold my horses. I was told go big or go home, so I'm trying to go big. So I started with Credit Cleanse maybe like February between February and April of 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually started with me trying to get Kyra to help me with personal credit. And she was like, turned me down like 3 times. Like, I can't help you. You don't need my help. Go away. So finally, I found somewhere that she can help me at. So she was like, well, what do you want to do? And of course, my mind is like all over the place. I'm like, I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. She's like, what are we going to focus on? So she was like, I need you to get a name. And she told me about her business credit program. So I was like, okay, how much is it? Then she told me, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I paid for her services. I asked for a discount or what can I get for the free 99, even though she was giving it out on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube for free. And I had been watching her prior to coming to her about the personal credit. So once I came along, and this probably isn't where Kyra want me to go, I had to be like teachable, like for real. It's like, okay, I'm tired of working for my slave master. Look, I need to be freed. I was like, I don't want to go to my slave master. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm still with a slave master, but I have a little more freedom to work on my business, grow my business, and get it where I need it to be. I'm currently an ER nurse. I work night shift and I work 6 days in a row. Then I get 8 days off. So in between working, being a mother, a wife, trying to run my business, then I'm at work and then I get a week off. But Kyra invited me to this live and she knows I'm shy.
Y'all, did she sound shocked to y'all? Okay,
I am.
all right, so we just gonna get right in there. One of the things is everybody's been asking as far as is your structure, is it important?
Your structure is everything. It is everything. You need that stuff put together. Like you better go grab Kyra's business. What is it's
Funding
the
checklist.
business funding checklist for the free 99 while it's for the free 99 and follow it. If you can't afford her services or look, that's at least a guideline or a start. And I'm glad that I did the program because I had somebody holding my hand, and I was like, I'm analytical, I'm an overthinker. I need somebody to walk me through this. So it was worth every penny spent.
Yes. All right. So before we get, I know y'all want to know about how she did this for the free 99 and all of that, but we're going to start with this structure, okay? So one of the things first that we had talked about was business name. Um, can you tell, do you want to tell like some more onto the how you picked your business name?
Well, of course, we went over the high risk areas, and she let me know like you don't want to put certain things inside of your name. You need something that's kind of like generic, that you can use for anything. So I just used my children's initials in the order that they were born, and it's BLDZ, which to me stands for $1 billion. So, and
Hmm.
then my husband had this thing about cars, and I don't know why he was trying to be like Enterprise and National. So we did use Enterprise. So BLDZ Enterprise. And Kyra and them helped me with the Enterprise part as well.
All right, so guys, y'all, when it comes to your name is everything. All right, if you are in a high risk industry, such as credit repairs, such as you're like in the financial industry, right? So financial services, real estate, construction, trucking, those are considered high risk industries. Okay, so when you pick a name, you do not want to have that in your title. Okay, the reason being is because what'll happen is, see, she was able to get funding on day one, but a lot of y'all are not going to be able to do that if you have that in your business name, right? Because what is going to happen is they're going to look at that, see how long you've been in business, and they're going to deny you. So if you're not over the 5 year mark, then you possibly could be okay as long as you are bringing in some type of income within that business. Otherwise, go ahead, go to the Secretary of State, amend your name, and change it to something generic, okay? Something that can be used for any and everything. Let's not, what about the people that's out here? You start a business and you decide, you know what, I want to do something else. Well, if you just have a regular name out here, then you are able to just change your business altogether without having to go and create a whole nother LLC. I hope that makes sense for y'all. So, name is important. Another thing that she had got together before she even filed for her LLC was we went in, we did the domain, we did made sure she had her email locked in. Um, you had your phone number?
Phone number, address, my phone number, virtual address, my EIN, the website, the email address. I'm trying to think, is there fax number?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think, what else was there?
I think that was it, like before.
Yeah, in the beginning.
In the beginning. So yes, she just named everything that on there. Y'all, that is very important. I know phone number, everybody runs to Google Voice. That is not the way to go. Okay? If you are trying to get an action, if you're trying to get funding from day one and you want to get extreme amounts like 5 figures, 6 figures in funding, then you need to make sure that you have a legitimate business line. Okay, it doesn't have to necessarily be an expensive line. You can start with something like Vonage Business. You can start with something like Grasshopper. You can even do Ring Central. It's a lot of companies out there that all you have to do is put an app on your phone. But what happens is when they put this number in, it's going to pull up that it's a business line, not your personal line. I know a lot of other people use their personal cell phone, right? That's a no go when it comes to getting big lines of credit, big loans, big credit limits. So you have to make sure that it's an actual business line. God, go ahead, take the extra step, invest into your business, okay? It's going to pay off in a couple of weeks, really a couple of months, depending on where you are in the business formation process. So definitely want to make sure you do that as well. Another thing is a lot of you like, hey, I just have my personal phone, but you know what? I'm just using it for my business. Well, I'm going to give y'all another gem. All you have to do is ask, go back to Verizon, go back to AT&T, whoever you have your phone with, right? T-Mobile, Sprint, whatever. Ask them to do a transfer of liability. So now you want to transfer that over to your business, okay? That way, you didn't have to start anything new. And a lot of times, unless you have like benefits or anything, like if you served in the military or some of them do for first responders or any discounts like that, sometimes having it on a business plan is actually more affordable than it just being a regular personal line. So that's a little tip there, guys. All right. So now I know y'all want to know this good stuff. And if you have any questions, please go ahead. Feel free. You can ask away. Put them in the comments. We'll see them and we'll get to them. Okay. So what else went on when we first began?
So I got my EIN. We set all that stuff up. I don't know how far you want me to go, but we did all the structure part as far as the business name, the address, the telephone number, the domain, the email, the EIN. And then we went online and did list my number. Is that what it is? List
Mm-hmm.
my number.
Wait, that was after. That was after.
Yeah, after we got all that.
Oh, yes. So after she filed her LLC.
Oh, it was after LLC? I don't remember. Oh, okay.
Yes. So after she filed her LLC, and we're going to go back to tell y'all exactly what y'all need to do to get it for the free 99.
So I did all my paperwork and stuff to do my LLC for the free 99. And then we started setting up my little account so that we created a Duns account. I went in and I did the NAV account. I did a Biz Credit account, eCredible account. I opened up an account with Uline. I opened up an account with Granger, I think it is. And I think one more company. And then we kind of sat back and watched a little bit, waited for me to get, I don't remember if it was my DUNS number or my Experian number.
Experian.
Once I got an Experian number, she was like, it's time to go.
So, yes. Let me back y'all up a little bit. So, yes, she definitely, when it was time to go, it was time to go. Seriously, she ain't kidding about that. We was like, okay, hit here, hit there. Okay, let's try this. Let's go here. But before all of that, guys, she had her virtual office. Do y'all hear that? Like she had that before she even filed her LLC, her virtual office. Yes, you can do that. Do not put your home address. I don't know how many times I have to say that. I will say it on every live. Do not put your home address. What happens when you put your home address on your LLC is you either limit the amount of funding that you'll be able to get, or sometimes they'll just deny you off the bat. They won't even, they'll be like, okay, this is a residential. Come back when you're 2 years of age, 3 years of age, 4 years of age, whatever, their number is. So do not put your home address. Another thing is, if you are doing anything within your business, it is public records. Therefore, you do not want to have your address, your personal address, floating any and everywhere. Okay. Um, not where you lay your head, not where your kids lay their head. No, no, let's not do that. As well as when it comes to a virtual address, I'm not talking about going to a UPS store or going to FedEx or going to the post office and getting an address. You need an actual address that's going to pull up a commercial property. So if you don't have a brick and mortar location, take that extra step and get a virtual office. You can go, the link that I shared, you can click that link, look on there, it shows, it says, do you need a virtual office? Click that link. One of the ones I love to use is Opus. Opus is one of those virtual offices that will not only get you a virtual office, but it'll also report as a business trade line, meaning it's helping you build business credit. All right. If you don't see any of the addresses on there for Opus that you like, you can always use Regis. You can always use Alliance, Da Vinci. It's a lot of them on there. iPostal, I do not like because it kind of red flags you sometimes. So it's a hit or miss with them. But do not do a post office again. Do not do a FedEx location. Guys, when they do the Google Earth and stuff like that, they see that it's the post office. They see that it's the FedEx location. They see, even if you try to put your home address and put a suite on it, they see it's in a residential environment. So therefore, just take that extra step, get you an actual virtual office. Of course, if you want funding and you only looking for 2,000, 3,000, then go ahead, be by all means, keep what you got. But I'm telling you, if you're trying to get the money so you can really grow and scale your business, you need to switch that. All right. Um, okay, so then she filed LLC for the free 99, okay. And then we set up where she had her DUNS number. Everybody, there's a myth that's going around talking about the DUNS number is no longer good or we don't need it anymore. Guys, that is misinformation, okay? They took some truth, mixed it in with whatever they wanted to mix it in, and that's what you got. So the DUNS number still important. You still need it, okay? What you don't need it for is when you go for government contracts. They now have their own number. They used to use the DUNS number, but you still need your DUNS number, okay? And once you get your DUNS number, she was talking about listing yourself on the 411 registry. You definitely need to do that. You want to, do you remember where to go?
Yes, list my number.
Yes, yes. So I will put it in there. It's
Oh,
listyourself.net.
list yourself. Yeah.
Listyourself.net. And when you go on there, make sure that you go to the business section. It'll say residential or business. Go onto the business, put in your information once you have your LLC, your articles of incorporation or certificate of formation back. You will list yourself. When it comes to the business world, guys, they are still old school. So, yes, we don't use really 411 anymore, but they do. And they want to know, like, is this a legit business or is this somebody that's just out here trying to get the money, run it up, and never pay us back? So, you need to be looking like the big boys out here. Let them know that, hey, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here. I need you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have a few questions. Is it possible to use your name as an LLC? You can use your name as an LLC. Yeah, there's nothing that says you can't. Mm, 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 mm. Can you call Dun and Bradstreet to check to see if your business address is correct, or do we call the Secretary of State to check? All right, so to make sure your address is correct with Dun and Bradstreet, you need to go to Dun and Bradstreet. You can actually just do business name search. And when you type in your information, because remember I told you everything business is public records. So when you type in your business information, it's going to ask you a few questions. Are you the CEO, or the address, or anything like that? And then it's going to pull it up. So then it'll show you, yes, this is the correct address, or no, this is not. And it'll also give you the link so that you can change it if need to. Hey, I don't know who it is. It's a Facebook user.
That was me yesterday. I said, let me
Right.
change lives.
And then call the Secretary of State if you changed your address from, like, maybe you had your home address and now you're changing it over to an actual virtual office until you get a brick and mortar or anything. You need to make sure all your documentation has the same address. Okay. I know this is a little bit ahead, but anytime that is showing something different, like let's say Secretary of State says one thing for your address, your EIN says the same, right? But then it comes to your DUNS and it says something different. Sometimes you'll get denied just because it doesn't align, right? Because they automatically think fraud. So you want to make sure you have everything aligned. If you change something and you got your business bank account, you need to go change that address as well. You can always have your mailing address wherever you want it to go to, but you need to have the physical address as that virtual office or a brick and mortar location. Hey, all right. So we done that. We y'all done made sure y'all got all this stuff good out here. Um, Next thing we did was we got a business bank account. Go ahead and tell them
Yeah, I
what all
skipped all over that. I forgot about the bank accounts. But I got bank accounts everywhere, like area codes. So I have a local, like a smaller bank. I have a credit union account, and then I have an account with a major bank. So I have like Bank of America. I have Navy Federal. I have Cadence.
Mm-hmm.
I have another one. Well, I have DCU too. DCU.
Mm-hmm.
I got money all over the place. I think there's one more. I have to go look at I think I have one more account. So I opened up several bank accounts. Initially, it was kind of like two, and then just spread out to um, create relationships with different banks, so that I'm on like different levels. So like locally, and then like national big stream banks. So I did start off with two accounts. One has more money than the others. The others are there, and there's enough money so that I don't have to pay like service fees and things like that. But yes, I opened about 5 bank accounts for this $1 billion business.
Yes. Okay. So let me run it down why. So, as a business owner, you should not limit yourself to one bank. Let me say this also, you should have an actual business bank account. So if you're running around and you're using Chime, you using Cash App, you really failing right now, okay? Go ahead, take the time. You want an actual business bank account. And like Lakisha was saying at the beginning, let me tell y'all. So Lakisha is one of the ones that I can tell her, I'm like, hey, you want to go do this, and the third. And she's like, okay, I'm going to do it. I have some people that'll be like, okay, I'll do it. And then we come back to the next section and they're like, well, I didn't get to it. So when you asking why she was able to, like, when we're going to get to that, get money from the start and all this other stuff, is because she did everything that she was supposed to do. She didn't try to do no shortcuts or anything like that. And like she was saying, with each business bank, you forming a relationship with them, okay? It's like y'all are dating, okay? So when you dating, well, when you are supposed to be dating, you are really supposed to be like weighing out your options, not just committing to one person, all right? Like, I need to feel you out, okay? Are you the one for me? Otherwise, you're gonna be out here if they don't want you, or vice versa. You wasted time. Now you're looking crazy. Okay. Anyways, so I spill on that. But you're dating. Okay. So therefore, take the time. You want a local bank. The reason you want a local bank is because they want to help the community grow. Right. So therefore, if you walk into that bank often, make deposits or even withdrawing money, they are learning you. They are, every time they're clicking, right? They're getting into your actual business bank account and they're seeing what your industry is. So now if there's any type of grants, any type of new programs, new loans, new services, new products, they're going to reach out to you if they feel like you're a good fit for it. They're also going to be the ones that are going to help underwriting when you ask for loans, when you ask for a credit limit of such and such amount. They're going to be the ones to give the final say. So they can shoot it in there and say, like, hey, I understand that they possibly may not have met the credit criteria, but they have been in here constantly. They're always bringing in this. They're doing deposits. I know they're working hard in their business. Can you please make sure you push this application through? That can help you get approved for stuff that you possibly wouldn't have got approved for if you were just a number to them. Okay. So the relationship is important. That's the local level. Then regional. Regional is the same thing. They're still trying to help the community grow. They have stuff that the local banks will not have. So they can give you higher limits. The credit unions, guys, you are a member. You're not looked at as just a number. You don't have to be bringing in or making millions of dollars to them to catch their eye, right? So as long as you're doing right by them, they're gonna do right by you. They want you to stay there. Then you have your national bank. The national bank tends to have the best products and best services when it comes to certain things. Those are the ones that are going to give you credit cards that have a 0% interest rate for like the first year to 2 years, right? That is going to be the ones that's also going to give you the type of card that you can go through the TSA check. You can go through to their little lounges, right? And have all these fancy things happening. Have some wine while you wait for your flight. You can get on your flight, get bumped up to first class, right? Now you bougie, okay? You bougie. You can go to certain games, especially if you're here in Texas, like the Dallas Cowboys, okay? You can go to their games if you are a fan or whatnot. And if you are with the American Express, guess what? You can actually go to the box. Well, who's in the box? The celebrities, the $1 million earners, the multi-million-dollar earners, the billionaires, right? So now you're in the right rooms. You can actually wear your brand. I rock my brand wherever I go. It starts a conversation. Guess what? If you get one of those to promote your business, there you go. You just leveled up. So it's not always about what's right then, right, for you, but that relationship, by having those type of cards, look what that did. It opened doors that you would not have been able to open. So that's the point, having all those different bank accounts, okay? A business owner. And I'm going to say this, and this is on a personal experience for me. So there's a company with one of my businesses, the names are similar, right? It's one letter off. Well, what happened is during that time, They were doing an investigation, and that company did some fraud. At that time, I only had one bank account. They froze our bank account. I have employees. I still have business expenses. I still have a company to run because stamps cost, letter, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff costs. And what ended up happening is my accounts are frozen. So, and when I say not just that bank, the cards, the credit cards that went along, the lines of credit that went with that bank account, everything. And until they actually wanted to release and figured out that it wasn't my company, if I would have only had one bank account, I would have been screwed. Luckily, I also had other type of fintech companies we'll get into later and stuff like that. So I was still able to pay my people. But that would have put me in a hard place. And that it was froze for, I want to say, 2 months. And money was still going into that account. So I was, what I'm supposed to do, right? Like, okay, how this work? I have had a client that I told to get multiple, and something similar happened to them. Because at the end of the day, guys, that was on me, because I should have looked to see that there was a company that was one letter off and not chose that business name. But I, whatever. So anyways, theirs was froze and they couldn't do anything. They had to actually shut their doors. I don't want that to happen to you. Have your money in more than one place. All right, so that's my spiel on that. So got the business bank accounts and everything. All right, so let's backtrack. Let's tell them, how were you able to get your LLC for the free 99?
This what y'all been waiting for? No. So to get my LLC for the free 99, I had to get a VEP number. It's a unique ID number from the Texas Veterans Commission. Yeah, from Texas Vet Commission. So I had to email V like Victor, E like Eric, P like Paul at TVC, like Texas Veteran Commission.gov. And I had to send them my name and my address along with a copy of my DD 214. So I sent it to them in email, and then maybe about a week or so later, I received my certification of new veteran owned business form. And so what I did with that form was then I went to the Secretary of State to do my LLC. And so I submitted the form from the Texas Veterans Commission along with my formation. And when it came down to the $300 fee that they charged, it was waived, $0. That's how I got it for the free 99.
So if you have served in this country and you have an honorable discharge, there's no reason why you do not have your LLC. Guys, it had stopped. This program has stopped for a while, but they brought it back in January 1st, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And you have until December 31st of 2025, I believe, that you can actually file and get your LLC for the free 99. You have to be a veteran for in Texas.
And it has to be 100% veteran owned.
Yes. So therefore, if you are forming a business and you were doing a partnership, you have to let them know, like, hey, if they're not a veteran, then you're going to have to be the 100%, like the owner. You can always make an operating agreement and put the other people on there, and y'all can split off. how much of the business y'all want to all, have. But on that documentation for that paperwork, it has to be 100% veteran owned.
And no franchise fee taxes for 5 years.
Huh. Huh. Yes. So they will relieve you of the franchise tax that you have to pay. For those of you that don't know, if you have an LLC, you have a franchise tax, okay? Or you have, it's called a letter of good standing or good faith, okay? Whatever for the other states. But every year, this is something you have to file. It's for tax purposes. Well, if you are a veteran, it is free. Like, you don't have to pay. They relieve you of that for the first 5 years. Again, why don't you have an LLC?
Leave it
Especially
to me, I'll have 50.
like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't. Um,
And
I
to think I was going to go through LegalZoom and they
am.
tried to charge me like $800
Mm,
when I got
mm.
it for free.
So I need to come back to Texas.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's ways around it. Of course, if you want to know ways around it, I would definitely say schedule a laser session because I ain't gonna put it on here. People be watching, and I'll be trying to give y'all the gems to get out here to win. So no, it's something that you can legally do, but I'm just saying somebody will take the information that I said, turn it and twist it, and now you're gonna be out here doing something that you really ain't supposed to be doing. So even if you're not in Texas, you can, um, as a veteran, get your LLC for the free 99. Let me say that. um, real quick, I think I have. All right, so what states do I have on here? If you are in a whole different state, go ahead, put your state in the comment right now. I'll let you know if you are able to, or you can let someone know. Maybe you have a family member, maybe you have a friend, whoever, maybe your cuddy buddy, whatever. You can let them know that they can create a business by being a veteran, and they can get the fees waived. Okay. All right. Georgia, more information. I will have that soon. They are still trying to decide if they want to implement this or not. Okay. So I definitely will let you know. If you're in California, if you go to CalVet, they do the same thing. Okay. You have to go to their website, CalVet, CAL Vet. Of course, Texas, um, West Virginia. You can also right now. You have to go through Boots to Business waiver. So if you go through them, Boots to Business waiver, you'll be able to get it for the free 99. And they also give you 4 years of relieving you from your annual reports. Okay. Now in West Virginia, the only stipulation is you just must be 51% owned. So that's different than in Texas. You have to be 100%. Illinois, they haven't decided yet. There's no information for them. Let me see. Louisiana. They haven't made a program yet for it in Florida. They have something that they are trying to implement, but they haven't said it's a go yet for Florida. Can you turn ownership of your biz to your spouse who is 100% to get the perks of tax free for 5 years? I mean, I'm trying to think how I should even answer this on here. uh, I mean, you could sell it to him. Like, you know, he can buy your company.
But do they already have their LLC?
Mm-hmm. And it would depend on when it was formed as well, though.
I think on there it said, well, it said the new business, like before they cut it off, it was January 2016 to December 2019.
All right. Mr. Little in the building. All right. So, any other questions, guys? Those are y'all was asking some good questions. I hope this information was very helpful to somebody out here. But what I wanted to say, like, really, why I brought Lakisha on here is just to let y'all know you can get out here, get to winning. There's no excuse at all whatsoever. Y'all hear all her roles, and she's still out here getting to it. Okay. So, what I didn't say though is after we did all of that, we got the business bank accounts, we went straight into funding. We went straight into funding after that. So, as y'all see, she didn't list a whole long list of net 30 accounts that people be trying to tell y'all to get all this and all that. Like, no, it was just enough to generate a score. Then from there, it was liftoff. Okay. One thing though that she did have over a lot of people is her personal is great. Will that stop you from getting? No. But what that made happen is, remember, I always tell y'all, business will give you 2 to 100 times more than they will on the personal side. So some of those relationships she had on the personal side, guess what? We went over to the business side so she could get higher limits. Yeah.
Now, my first round, whew.
What was wrong with your first round?
No, the first round, I don't know. There was something I couldn't get. You were like, what you doing wrong? Yeah. But the real first round, you're like, go to this website and pick 3.
Yep. No, you are an amazing person to work with. I would say that because yes, you are, because you are one of those, you like, okay, you tell me, and then you tell me the reasonings behind it, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Like, it wasn't no push and pull.
I'd be like, she's like, did you do this? I'd be like, let me tell you. I did this, but it didn't work for me. She's like, what were you doing? I was like, I don't know. She's like, let me see. Well, it worked for me. I said, I guess it just needed your touch. I was like, I can't list myself. It won't take. Are you doing business or residential? Like, I'm doing business.
But at the end of the day, you got the coins.
Every meeting, I was like, Kyra, walk me through this.
Yeah, but see, that's the great thing about having somebody there. You know, So you were able to, like, we getting on calls. Okay, it didn't work for me. Okay, let's go over it together. Let's see what's going on. Everybody wants to get out here and do it themselves. And sometimes you do need someone to be like, okay, yes, I got denied. I don't understand why I got denied. Okay, let's go back in there. Let's look at some things. Let's see why you was denied. You know what? You shouldn't have been denied. Call the reconsideration line, go from there. Oh, they changed it. They now I'm approved. I get this limit, so having somebody to actually tell you to do all of that or to guide you is definitely a game changer. So you was out, you like I said, was that able to get out here, and before your doors even open, you doing it. You doing it big. Any other questions, guys? If y'all don't have no questions, we will definitely let y'all go. But anything about business formation, anything about filing to get your LLC, if you are a veteran here, if you are a veteran in Texas or any of those states that I just mentioned, you need to make sure you go out there and get an LLC. I'm gonna say this also: if you are in business and you will have just a DBA, meaning you went to the courthouse or you just went and got an EIN, you are not truly a business. So you cannot get out here and really run it up and grow and scale your business because you are still looked at as you. All right. You have to have at least an LLC, if not a corporation, to really go out here and get build business credit, get business funding. So I said, congratulations. All right. So Lakisha, before we even get off of here though, tell us what you do.
Where? Which one?
As far as your business.
So I told y'all in the beginning, I have about 50 jobs, 50 businesses. No, not 50. But I do have a non-emergency medical transportation company. I just partner with a company in Slidell, Louisiana, or they're in Slidell, Louisiana, to transport their workman's comp clients to like physical therapy, rehab, things like that. I am also a travel agent. That's why y'all probably aren't on my page, but we be flying everywhere. Look, I'm all constantly taking trips. And my new venture is a medical lab that should be opening around July 15th. And then, of course, I have all kinds of stuff in the background, but now really, Kyra's like, you need to focus. Yeah, I need to slow it down. But yeah. So that's what I do. In the meantime, I'm also an ER nurse. So working from a slave master.
So talk about multiple streams of income. She got it.
And I tell her, stop telling me about Airbnbs and all that, because you know I'm going to jump on a live and I'll be like, Kyra, let's get this thing going.
Nah, you got it. And yes, honestly, if generational wealth is definitely what you are creating. You doing
I'm trying to be like my rich BFF over there.
I don't feel like I'm there yet. Like, I need 8 figures in my bank account. Like, I didn't.
When you get that, then you'll be like, I need a 9.
You're right. You're right.
My rich BFF over there, my classmate.
You right. You right. So everybody, I see that y'all don't really have any questions. I need a one-on-one. If you would like a one-on-one, definitely schedule a laser session. You can click the link and I will leave it again in case it disappeared. But if you click that link, I cannot tell you which tab it is, but it'll say on there laser session. one-on-one laser sessions. Schedule a laser session. We can form a strategy together to see how to get you where you want to be. Okay. For those of you that don't know, I'm also holding a business funding masterclass. I am going to tell y'all how to get funding regardless of your credit score, regardless if you have business credit, regardless if you are even generating an income. All right, I'm going to be giving y'all different strategies, different methods that y'all can actually use that my one on one members are out here using to get the bank's dollar. Okay, so if that is something that you want to do, you can click that link, and that is the first tab. There is only one spot available. I capped it at 30 after that. Like, I'm not taking any more because I want to make sure that I can actually work with those 30s. So when you tell me what industry you are in, I can say, oh, you should go here. Oh, you should go here. I know that they only need this. You only need to be 6 months in business. You only need to be 30 days in business. You can do this. Da, 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 da. I'm not going to be able to do that if I opened it up and had hundreds of people in there. So I capped it at 30. So, like I said, it is one spot available. If you want it, go ahead, click the link. As soon as all spots are filled, when you click that link, it's not going to take you anywhere. So, it
I
is.
promise you it's worth it. Get it, get it, get it.
They said, thanks, Lakisha. Your information is very helpful. Y'all, she really needs to be like one of my coaches because she know what she doing. She be
I feel like,
helping
go
other
see Kyra.
people. She really needs to be. I'm gonna talk her into it one day.
One day.
Look,
Well,
I was
but
like,
more money, more money. No, I ain't more money.
exactly. No, really, guys, get out here and get to winning. I know we talk like we like to kid and stuff like that, but having a business is really like having a rich best friend, honestly. You are able to not only hide debt, meaning you can still do whatever it is you need to do on your personal side. When it comes to getting into a home, you don't have to make sure you bring your credit cards down to this limit or whatever, because it would be reported on the business side. Also, business products and business service, business credit cards and stuff like that. Like I said, 0% interest rate. If you are in real estate, that is a game changer, especially if you are doing fix and flips, right? That gives you time to obtain the property, that gives you time to renovate, and gives you time to put people in there before you being able to pay that off all the way. And still, you're going to be making money on the back end because those cards have reward points, those cards have cashback rewards. So, having business credit is a game changer. The only thing is, you got to get out here, you got to do it. So you can be victim or you can be victorious. Which one do you want to be? It's really up to you. I feel like everyone should have an LLC, especially if you have a hobby that you're just doing like money on the back end. Still turn it into a LLC or a corporation. Let me say this: everybody should have a business. It doesn't have to necessarily be an LLC, but everybody should have a business. We all know that now is the time they laying off people. I don't know if y'all seen where a whole lot of Amazon workers got laid off after they completed their shift. Crazy. Not in the morning. No, they let them folks work hard all day, deliver the packages. And then when they came back, and it was 100 and something. But they came back and then they were like, you know what? We no longer have room for y'all. What? A lot of big companies are doing this right now. You should always have another stream of income coming in somewhere. Imagine if they would have had business credit. Now you have something to lean on until you get another job. As long as you are making the minimum payment or whatever, you can still pay your bills and stuff like that until you get another job and continue and then pay it off, right? Y'all don't look at credit as an emergency. Y'all look at it for a one-time thing. Oh, I want to get in a house tomorrow. Let me try to fix my credit today. It don't work like that, boo. Get it before you need it. Okay? But other than that, guys, we are going to let y'all go. We know some of y'all are over there and it's 10:30, not 9:30. So, yeah. Any last
I
words?
wanted to tell them right quick, like being in your program, outside of the veteran, being able to get my LLC for free. I will say that like being with credit cleanse and doing like the credit building, it opens your eyes so much to all of the opportunities that are out there that you may not have even thought about. Like ways to use like the vehicle that you have right now. If you have a truck, like picking up furniture, like start your business, trash, going to the airports, picking up luggage, like using the things that you have right now to start your own business or to bring in a little bit of income, extra income. But it just opened my eyes. That's why now I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, because I see so many things out there that I can do, like as an entrepreneur, like using my nursing background for things that I can do. Um, just so many things that I'll just say that it opens your eyes. So I say pay for the program, but my money ain't your money. She gives away a lot of free information, and I'll say like go to her. I don't think it's on the YouTube. I think it's Facebook. If you go back to her Facebook, like scroll back to 2019, I think there's stuff there from 2019. And like I used to just watch her, like all of the information that she gives you on there, like how to do things, how to repair your credit. And it just gets better, better, better year by year by year. So go take a look at her page, scroll through her videos, go all the way back to the beginning. Get information that's going to help you. But I do say the program is worth it.
Oh.
And I want to be paid for that. No, I'm just playing.
Nah, thank you, Lakisha. Thank you. That I don't know if Curtis is on here, but he's one of my one-on-ones as well. He said, I want to say that credit cleanse. Oh my gosh, y'all know I'm a crybaby. Lakeisha, why you do? You know I'm a crybaby. But anyways, he was just like, credit cleanse was the best thing for me since Black people figured out lotion. And I was like, what? I was like, but thank you. No, we want you not only, guys, it's people that just want to clean your credit and send you on your way. I don't want that. I want you to be able to use it to really level up in life. And I get not everybody is for me. If you don't have patience, you are not for me. I'm not going to give you some promises and say, oh, in 30 days, you're going to be from a 300 to a 700. It just don't work like that. But I am going to say when you come out of the program, you're going to know if you come out the program, because we have people going to other stuff and other stuff. But you're going to know like, oh, okay, this is what credit is about. Just for paying for groceries, I'm making money. Just for paying my electric bill, I'm going to be making money. Now I can use that to travel more, to live the life that I dream about, not having to worry about like living paycheck to paycheck. Like I have the extra funds to do this. I have my savings built up. I now have a 401k, or I'm now investing into stocks. We teach y'all about everything that I'm doing, I share with y'all. Okay, so everybody that's out here that likes to say, "Oh, Kyra thinks she this and this," no, that's because they don't want to take the time to do the same thing. Because I share it with y'all, because I want us all to be at that same table. But thank you, Lakisha, for coming on, and thank you for what you
Thank
said. That
you for
means a lot.
inviting me.
All right, guys, we are gonna let y'all get on out of here. First thing first, y'all know I gotta run it back. I gotta run it back to my song.
I like that new intro.
Credit cleanse. Change your life and build your credit up. Credit cleanse. Time to live your life the way that you really want. Credit cleanse. There ain't nothing you can't do. Make it happen. We got a passion on seeing all your dreams come true. Hey, people said that she wouldn't. On a business, nah, she couldn't. Entrepreneur, doing it all. And still a mother, she really a boss. Thankful to God, they cannot stop the blessings. She really knows what her worth is. Building up generational wealth. Breaking out